Hi everybody, Jennifer Hiles here. I know I just posted a video yesterday, but Dustin kind of walked in and I didn't get to say the one last thing that I really kind of just wanted to throw out there. This isn't really an AVM update, kind of just more my thoughts. One thing I always notice is that everybody will always say this to me, or I just hear other people saying it to each other, which I can totally understand where they're coming from, but I can relate. But still, it's just that they will say, it's like a whose condition is worse type thing, or that's how it feels like when they say it, kind of. And people say, my condition's not as bad as yours, but something, and then they'll just feel bad about speaking about their problems or their worries or their struggles, and you shouldn't have to feel like that. If you have a problem and you want to talk to me about it or talk to anybody about it, you shouldn't have to be like, but yours is way worse, so I feel bad even talking to you about it. That doesn't matter. Some things might be more hard for harder events or something, but to you, whatever your problem is, obviously probably feels really real to you, and it could even be the hardest thing you've ever went through in your life, and you're really struggling with it. So I don't think that anybody should have to feel the need to compare their struggle that is very real and very hard and tough for them to mine, and say, well, yours is probably tougher because you only know so much hardness. Everybody each has that top level that they've been to, and that top level to them is really hard, whether it's you add them all together and you put them in a line of the actual hardness. It doesn't matter. Nobody's comparing their hardness. You should be able to talk to anybody about your problems. You should be able to tell your story and your pain and your struggles, and you can find help out there or support just by being able to tell your story. So don't ever feel it could be worse, which it always could be, and that's a good thing to remember, that it could always be worse. But don't ever keep that, well, it could be worse thing from helping you share your story, because whatever your story is, I guarantee there's so many other people out there dealing with the same thing, and either they could offer you help, or you could offer them some words of advice, and you don't really get that if you're keeping everything to yourself. I think communication is key for every event. Communication is very important, and just don't keep things to yourself. There's some things that you can't do or can't get through by yourself. It's just that simple. Some things you cannot do by yourself. You need help and you need support, so share your story, share your feelings. Don't keep them inside. That's bad. You should never keep all your stuff inside and bottle it up. Just reach out for help, and don't worry about what people think. If you need help, then you need help, and I encourage you to share your story. Just don't compare whose struggle's worse, whose pain's worse. It doesn't matter. Pain is pain, and it's all hard, and we all need to work together like brother and sisters to get each other through each one of our problems. But I do know what you're why people say that. I can relate to that, and my story on that whole thing is just, when people say that to me, everything could be worse, so I feel bad saying it to you. I too have a friend that has an AVM, and she had to pretty much go through the same things I had to, still having to. But her story is working out a completely different way than mine. She had to get the embolizations and she had to get the AVM removed, but she ended up losing her nose, and she ended up having a stroke, and her AVM is growing back very viciously in her lip. And so I do get it. Like, when I talk about stuff, and like sometimes I might, you know, have my days where I just feel like, oh my gosh, this is so hard. Like, so many things went wrong. Like, my expanders had to be replaced, and my skin died, and I have a staph infection. Like, some days it just gets to you and you need to vent. And then I would kind of feel like, you know, hey, this person would gladly, even with all my problems, trade me spots right now. Like, and that makes me sad that I am complaining and stuff while she would gladly take my space. So I know what you mean by that, and I know that things could always be worse. Like, no matter how hard things are for me, I even know that they could be worse. But so I get it, totally get it. And it does make you like feel bad complaining about stuff when you know it could be worse, and somebody would gladly trade spaces with you. But your problems are still very real too. And I think that you should, you know, that saying, said it over and over again, things could always be worse. Just keep that in mind too. Like, don't be afraid to show your feelings and let them out, because that is a healthy human emotion that you need to do, is let stuff out. But do remember that it could always be worse, and just be thankful for whatever it is you do have, not the problems, you know. Which I am thankful, very, very thankful. I know things could be worse, but I also know that me having feelings and having struggles is very normal too, and that me sharing them, I hope, is helping people, and I feel like it has. I hope. I feel like that's all I really had to say. Just tell people stuff that's wrong, ask for help, ask for guidance. It's okay. And if you have anything you want to talk to me about or share or anything, like, you don't have to feel bad about it. I'd love to hear. I like hearing your guys' stories. I think you're all amazing, and I love hearing from you. And this might be my shortest video ever. 7 minutes. Okay. But that's all. I hope you guys have a super good day. I have surgery tomorrow. I think they're just doing the scar thing, but I'll still update you guys before I leave next Wednesday and let you guys know how it goes. And yes, I do plan to keep on making videos. Like I said, this is not the end. Like, not even close. I still have at least another year, and I'll just be talking your ear off the entire time, most likely. So hope you guys stick around to see how it goes. I'm excited to see how it is in the end. Get my normal, healthy phase in my life. And I'm excited to see. I'm excited for all of it, really. I hope you guys stick around to share the excitement with me and all the hardships and everything else that goes with it. You guys have a very good day, and take care. Bye.